Welcome back, my little perverts. In this video, I want to talk about why scaling your business is a trap. I see so many people obsessed with scaling, with building a massive company, or how you would call this, making an impact, right? So this is what I see online. A lot of creators, online entrepreneurs in the info business, coaching, consulting space, they are talking about scaling, right? So build a webinar, create more content, scale your ads, and so on and so on and so on. Now, let me ask you a question. Why? Why? It is such a simple question, but it really just punches you. And now, let me ask you a question. Why? Why do you want to scale your business? Why do you want to build this massive company? Because if you really look at most businesses online, you don't have a business, you have this mass-produced garbage factory. Like, you are producing garbage for people to consume. There's no style in your business, there's no style in your content, there's no authenticity. It's like you just want to scale for the sake of scaling, right? And it's like a cancer, it's like a tumor. It will eat you up alive, your time, your energy. So that's going to be the point of this video. I really want to talk about this because, well, my friend, the system is manipulating you like a submissive little bitch, and you buy into it. You buy into it. So let's talk about why this model of scaling, how most creators online push it to you. They are pushing it into your throats. You believe that, maybe I should scale, right? Okay, let's start with the first point. If you have a product, and it doesn't really matter what industry you are in, what niche you are in, business, career, whatever. If you have a product, but deep inside this is some mass market plastic garbage. If there's no authenticity, if there's no spirit, if there's no soul, if there's no deeper meaning, life's purpose, if you wish, behind your product, behind your actions, if you try to scale this product, well, maybe you're gonna be lucky, maybe you're gonna scale it, but the amount of stress, it will increase exponentially. So you're not really scaling the passion, the joy. You are scaling from this scarcity kind of mindset, right? So big sales team, assistants, ads, client managers. I don't even know what fancy names people use right now in in the niche, right? All these fancy schmancy names, right? And at this point, you are not a business owner. You are just a slave. You are a slave of this machine that you have created yourself, right? And the more that you scale it, the more that you have to feed it. And most millionaires that you see online, well, it's just, there's no life. And you can see it. I can sense it, literally. I can look at someone for a minute, and already it's going to be visible whether they are building business from passion, from joy. There's a big difference between someone who runs their business from this point of maximum passion, maximum joy. And by the way, it doesn't mean that you are doing some woo-woo spiritual stuff, right? No, it just means that there's a meaning behind what you do. So if you think about this, what's the point of having a lot of money when you do not have freedom, when you are a slave of your business, when you constantly have to sit, do the numbers, train the team? Like, I would rather fucking die than have businesses like most of you bitches have. What's the point of your millions if you are a spiritual destitute? You have millions, but you look ugly. That's one of the punchlines that I prepared for my videos about style. By the way, it's coming soon on my channel, right? So think about this. I want to give you this analogy. You can sell 1,000 times. You can sell a product worth, say, $100 1,000 times. You're gonna make 100 grand, right? But I would rather choose to sell like 10,000 per client, or like customer. I don't really like resonate with the word client anymore, right? But anyway, I would rather sell like 5, 10 at 10,000, and I would give all the attention to these people, right? It's like you have this premium luxury boutique kind of model, right? Think of like something expensive. It could be like a designer clothes. It could be like a watch. When you go and buy a Rolex, right? You can't just buy it. You can't just buy it. And most of you are trying to scale like a garbage factory. Like you are feeding people with this garbage, basically, right? And then again, you might be having some success in your business. You might be doing well. All like the message is just look at your business from this perspective. And when you have this, what I would call the boutique, like the luxury boutique model, you do not need millions of views, impressions, email signups, whatever is the preferred way for you to market your stuff. All you really need is you want to have authenticity, you want to have charisma, and you want to have, you just want to focus on like passion and joy, because the more you focus on that, reality will reflect that. And you only take on like onboard people who inspire you. You intentionally keep it small, right? Because again, I just want to bring up this example. So many people have big businesses, but there's no style, there's no passion, there's no authenticity in what you are doing. Because if you ask yourself, do you really want to have this big fucking team, big fucking business, this soulless machine, like soulless cash printing machine? This is like how most businesses look today. I would rather like intentionally keep it small, keep my quality on top, have a lot of profit, like 80-90%, because you're not trying to create this like mass market kind of product, and you have freedom. So the moment you turn your business into factory, and as we found out in this video, just for the sake of it, right, you're not even like enjoying it so much. So scaling for the sake of scaling is like it's not gonna lead you anywhere. You are intentionally taking away the magic and the exclusivity, right? So for me, true business, true art, it is always about the quality. It is always about being like very exclusive, very limited, for people who are ready to take action, for people who value that, right? Think about this, like when you're scaling, and this is a pretty common problem, right? Like everyone are talking about that. when you are scaling, inevitably you're gonna have some problems like with that. So, like once you scale, then you might need to hire a team, you might need to increase like ad budget, hire video editors, like whatever, right? Obviously it's going to be different depending on the business that you have, but why? Ask yourself this question. Why are you scaling? Are you scaling because it truly makes you feel happy, or are you living in this scarcity? You are running to make more money, to make more impact, which in reality, like your business is just an existential crutch you are using to fill the void inside your soul, because it is far away from what you enjoy. It is not your life's purpose. And as sad as it sounds, most people are experiencing this reality where the business that they have is not the true reflection, right? It might be making you money, but does it make you happy? Do you want to show up every day? Would you be willing to do it 24/7? I can say so about my business. I can say so about my art. Everything that I do like on this channel, and everything I've been doing for the last like few years since I started this journey. Like I love every part of it. I intentionally removed everything that is not making me happy, everything that I'm not just, enjoying. If there's no joy, I'm not gonna do it. If there's no joy, there's no action. And most of you bitches, you don't have this privilege because you built this mental golden cage, which you call success. Okay? So I'm gonna give you the last point. Ferrari doesn't give you a discount on Black Friday, right? So think about this. The product that you are selling, is it a McDonald's or is it Ferrari? If you want to get paid to exist, if this video has resonated with you, then check this video next.